Thankfully, we still have the band of moisture extending over the central regions of South Africa here in the Northern Cape as well as the Karoo. They still need lots of rain. It's below average in those regions. Isolated storms expected from Wednesday, becoming scattered here over parts of the Karoo and the Eastern Cape, especially the eastern regions. And for those of you that keep on asking me, unfortunately, remaining dry on Wednesday and Gauteng, it's only by Thursday late afternoon that a few isolated heat-induced storms might bubble up over parts of the Highveld. But for this Wednesday, much needed rain likely in parts of the Northern Cape, a few storms likely already in the morning, and then into the afternoon, thunderstorms expected to develop here over the escarpment regions in the Karoo, as well as spreading into the Eastern Cape, becoming scattered over the eastern regions, and especially stormy conditions likely over Buffalo City near the Eastern Cape, and a few of those storms exiting over the Wild Coast. A strong northeaster blowing here along the coast of the Eastern Cape, a northerly fresh wind picking up in Cape Town, and a fresh westerly wind blowing over the western regions where we've got a high fire danger in place. Some cloud already hanging over parts of the Cape provinces on Wednesday morning, therefore you'll have a poor PV harvest, but enough sunshine over the rest of South Africa for peak performance, except for in parts of the Lowveld where it's going to be cloudy at times. Now, quickly heating up in the Western Cape with 36 degrees in Robertson and Swellendam. A northerly breeze picking up in the Western Cape, 27 in Cape Town. And then into Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday, band of fog expected to extend over the West Coast. 33 in Bredasdorp. Northerly winds causing big winds for the Garden Route, quickly peaking around 30 degrees and extremely hot in Beaufort West and as well as Oudtshoorn from the afternoon. As mentioned, thunderstorms likely to develop over parts of the Little and Central Karoo, extending into the Eastern Cape. But as mentioned, it's going to be hot the afternoon with thunderstorms expected from the afternoon into the evening, becoming scattered here over Bishu as well as likely over East London, and a strong northeaster expected to blow along the coast. Stormy weather also likely near Kua, as we can see that pink dot the weather model is picking up. Windy later in KwaZulu-Natal, especially on the coast, but hot and humid, 30 in Durban and 34 degrees in Ladysmith. It is going to be foggy in the morning, but quickly heating up. In Mpumalanga, some clouds still hanging in the Lowveld, but heating up to temperatures around 30 degrees and 28 expected in Ermelo. Also, a southerly wind still blowing in the Lowveld with some cloud the morning and light drizzle along the eastern escarpment, but a hot afternoon with temperatures around 30 and above 30 in parts of the Bushveld. Also around 30 degrees for northwest, mainly sunny to partly cloudy skies. It's a mainly dry day for the province with only a few isolated storms likely over the extreme western regions. In the Northern Cape, we are expecting a few storms from the morning and then thunderstorms redeveloping over the eastern regions, also moving here over parts of the Karoo, spreading eastwards, later reaching the Free State. Hot the afternoon, 31 in Haribdam as well as Forest Smith with 29 in Bethlehem. But as mentioned, remaining dry in Gauteng with maximum temperatures around 30 degrees. And then on Thursday, as mentioned, after a hot day, we're expecting isolated storms to bubble up over Gauteng, Mpumalanga as well as KwaZulu-Natal, windy along the east coast. And we've got a weak cold front that's moving closer to the Western Cape. Some prefrontal light rain possible with foggy conditions in the morning, and then very late, a few light showers likely overnight into Friday morning over the southwestern coast. Windy ahead of that front over the central parts of South Africa, with more isolated storms likely on Friday over northeastern South Africa. Well, that's all from me. And remember, no matter the weather, we're in this together.